niggas straight. They using my name for clickbait. They gon' wanna start fake me. Straight to a penthouse, Miami Beach. It's a new weirdo every week. Talk crazy on tweets. They don't want it cause I come to defeat. Anything for clout. Anything, do anything for clout.
What is up, my flawlessly kings and queens? Welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see by the title, you know we got a lot to really talk about. I ain't gonna lie, before we get to this video, if you guys are new, make sure you guys are already smashing that like button because I'm telling you, you're gonna love me, okay? Now to my day unos, I just want to say I love you guys. I'm so sorry with everything. Like, it's been a minute. I've been in my own little world, living my life, just enjoying my children, my husband, my family, and just dealing with this new life transition. But I'm not gonna lie, it's been a while and I had to get into the gist of things. I was going to do a marathon of just straight voiceovers, but I'm like, y'all gotta see me, okay?
It's grind time, no flossing. Mwah. No balls.
I can't, no. I feel like once I showed my face, I feel like, you know, sometimes it's just time for me to just get up on here. So y'all gonna be seeing me do a lot more videos than what I usually have done. But I do want to, instead of rambling, first things first, Chrisean has no storyline. Okay, it's clear that who the true star is, because not only is it Chrisean that's competing, we got Jaden and Alexis. Obviously, that's the ringleaders of the circus, the ones who created the circus. Okay, let's be real. But I do want to really just say this. I feel like this girl, Bonnie Lachey, she's coming out of nowhere, getting Blueface face tatted on her butt. Now, I don't know what's going on with this generation of girls. Like, what is really good with y'all? Like, I just don't understand. And the sad part about this clique is this girl has been allegedly dealing with him behind closed doors while he was dating ChriseanRock, behind closed doors while he was dating Jaden and Alexis. Like, girl, you are no flex. You should really stop coming to the internet trying to fight Jaden and Alexis.
I heard you was in San Diego. What's good, bitch? Don't pop out to my city, bitch. Don't think I'm finna pull up. Yeah, I'm pulling the up.
Oh my god, corny, lame, boo, tomato, I'm throwing tomatoes.
Click, she is a whole clown. Like, you could even tell that is so forced. And the sad part about this situation is this girl actually did show up to Jaden and Alexis hosting. That is obsessed. If that's not obsessive and you are just thirsty for clout, I don't know what it is. Now, she did try to front like she was really about that life, but as you can see in this video, she was just right there, didn't run up on Jaden and Alexis. Jaden and Alexis was completely unbothered by Bonnie Lachey's presence. So it's like, girl, you know you just do this stuff for clout, and it's just really sad. Now, Jaden and Alexis actually did respond, so take a look at her response.
Shanika, shut the f up, for the love of God. Didn't do a mother thing.
Oh, please.
Trying to come for ChriseanRock, you want clout. It's just clear as day that people will do anything for clout. You're just another girl that's marked off on his roster that he bangs for free. It's just really that simple. Now, I will say she did think that she was coming out and being like, yeah, we dealing with each other. That's my man. When, girl, all he gonna do when he get out of jail is embarrass you, Chrisean, and Jaden and Alexis. And what y'all gonna continue to do is continue to deal with the dude because y'all have low self-esteem and you are weird.
And that's on period.
Okay, now let's really talk about how a man from Blueface team came into the comment section on the House of Blues, and he basically was upset at the fact that she was coming out stating that she was dealing with him. And there's also a recording of her actually recording her conversation with him, confirming that they were dealing with each other, which obviously nobody really gives a F, but we were just gonna talk about it, right? Because this is what she wants. She wants to be talked about, but we gonna make our reservations, okay? So basically he says, since you wanted to record a MFer and make it seem like he F with you, I told you that he didn't F with you. Now, click, it's clear that she knows something more than he did because clearly that post was taken down. But obviously, a lot of the blogs that follow this circus definitely posted her. And that's what she wants. She wants the clout. She wants to be noticed. You know, she does do music. I'm not a big fan of it. I heard a little bit on her page, but it wasn't really my cup of tea. Not a lot of music nowadays has been my cup of tea, so it's not just her. However, click, let's get straight into this this recording that she tried to put out just so she could just verify that she was just getting F'd by Blueface. Take a listen.
I'm not chasing for clout. I'm just letting the world know that Blue's my man, which is fact.
That's none of their business.
Okay, well.
That's your problem is you're trying to let the world know that you with him. He don't with people like that. You know he don't. So why would you open your mouth?
What's wrong with me telling the world that we with each other?
No, it's none of their business.
Okay, well, I don't know why it's not their business.
Now, Click, it's clear that she wanted everybody to know, as you can see. And Lord knows what he be telling these girls. I don't get it. I just never understood it. Like, meanwhile, amid this happening, ChriseanRock is all up in his house that they both were living in before he took Jaden Alexis back into the original house. And she's laid up with their son. This is just a one hot mess, okay? And Blueface's partner is definitely a liar. It's clear that he was on the phone and he never once said that Blueface don't F with you. He said that Blueface don't F with people in his business. So that's basically confirming that she is just another slide, okay? She's just somebody that he can just F when he wants to. And I don't know what he telling these girls. Like I said, he is telling them something because they getting, you know, their fingernails and their toenails done blue. They getting his face and his name tatted about 1 billion times. His face on the butt, face on the neck, the cheek, the Lord.
The ghetto. The ghetto.
Now, Click, this girl is clinically insane. And the reason why I say she's clinically insane is because a while back she went on the NOTHumble podcast and her and ChriseanRock, makeup artist, got into it, okay? Now this girl is coming at ChriseanRock's makeup artist and allegedly jumped this girl with another friend of hers out of a hosting. Now, I don't know how, you know, the specifics on it, but I just think this is way too far. Like, girl, you coming at ChriseanRock, you beating up the damn artist. You just really mad. It just seemed like she's very mad. I don't know what Blueface is telling this girl, okay? Y'all can pause the video and read all of that, but I don't know what Blueface told that girl. He probably told her that I'll make you another Chrisean. I'll put you on. I'll make sure that you know, get your record labels and people will sing, you know, all this other stuff. He probably did a lot of false promises. And when she seen that she was moving back into that house, that's when she started coming out all crazy once he got locked up, trying to let it be known, like, you know, you're not going to put me out there. You're not going to help me. I'm going to get my own clout. And I'm pretty sure he is most definitely going to embarrass this girl when he get out. Now, let's get back in person. I never in my life seen a bunch of stupid girls do a whole lot of things for the clout. You know, they just love clout. And I call them clout demons because it's like, at the end of the day, like, it should never be that serious for you to mess up your face. You're messing up your face. That is your face. Like, why would you put a man on your face? It's bad enough that the girl covered up his face with a big black rose. He's still on her neck, and now you got it on your face. So to me, I just feel like she really needs psychological help, because even if you feel like you needed to do this because you're not being talked about enough, even if you feel like, you know, I got to make this money. She probably was not, you know, spending her money properly. She just finding different ways to really be talked about. It is never that serious for you to continue to degrade yourself just for the amount of views, okay? Now, like I said, let's get back to the Bonnie Lachey, right? Bonnie Lachey is a clout chaser. She had plenty of time to really be out there with Blueface. Now all of a sudden, Blueface is locked up. She coming out. She want to be, you know, at clubs, standing outside, talking about Jaden Alexis was good. I find that obsessive, and I find that very cringe. Like, if you feel like going to being another dummy, because I feel like she's another ChriseanRock 2.0. All of them are stupid. And the reason why I call all of them dumb is because even though Jaden Alexis is quiet, she live her life, she making money now, you know, and stuff like that without Blueface, I still feel like she doing too much. I feel like, you know, just the whole Blueface rings. If you guys can see this picture right here, she showed Blueface rings. And I really felt like, okay, so I guess he trusted her enough to hold his jewelry, because obviously he always comes to her when he wants to, when everybody else, you know, he going through it with his little other he come back to the main one who he know is going to hold him down and still be that dumb clown.
Call your mama, period. Got me over here tight. Excuse me, what?
And that broke ChriseanRock's silence. We're gonna get into that because I've been watching consecutively weeks at a time, and I'm like, I love the fact that I wasn't hearing her mouth or hearing anything she has something to do with, because it's always negative. All right. Anytime she come out, nobody's talking about anything positive. Chrisean finds a way to really reel people in with that fake holy Jesus and justice and spiritual. But then next thing you know, you knocking somebody's teeth out, swollen their damn nose.
Lock that up.
So you gotta really watch the devil in sheep's clothing. But at the end of the day, the thing is, he got all these girls doing all of this because of clout, right? And I just feel like it's to a point where nobody cares. Like, she's losing hundreds of thousands of followers. She went from 5.9 to, I'll put it up on the screen when I edit, but she lost a lot of followers, right? So at this point, it's like she's not humble, right? You got girls who wants to be in her position. The fact that she's over Blueface old house that they were in when Jaden Alexis was in there before her, now she's back in there. And then she took a picture showing like, oh, we woke up, amen. This little thing that she does. And she was in her old house. So you're willfully going over to his crib. You were over there after you were coming out to the public, talking about how bad of a person he is, how he's this, he's that. And I have never understood why females do this to themselves, right? Like, don't get me wrong. I was young. I did these things. I know I've made silly decisions for a person who did not show me love or respect, right? But I feel like it's so out here now to where everybody think that, yeah, that's the trend. Like, yeah, oh, that's my toxic. I love it. Until, one of your closest family members, your mother, your sister, you are in a situation where you're fighting for your life because you thought that being in a toxic relationship was cute. But Chrisean is different. I'm going to tell you why this one hit me differently. And I'm over her, because it's like, this man has disrespected you publicly, right? Now, Chrisean is a liar. We know she is. She lies about everything. She comes out, she says one thing, and then she does another. So at this point, if you still want to be a rocktard, you could be a rocktard.
Call your mama. Period.
But I think a lot of people are starting to wake up, because it's one thing wanting someone to succeed and you're supporting them and hoping the best for them. You can still want the best and want to support somebody when they're doing positive, though. Stop telling people that y'all congratulate her and, oh, I'm so proud of you. Proud of what? What do y'all be proud of? I really just be wanting to understand. Like, I gave you break, okay? And like, at this point, it's like she constantly keeps showing who she truly is and plays her cards. She is not a humble girl, and neither is the girls that Blueface is dealing with, because I just feel like y'all don't need to do all of that to get the attention that you want. There's plenty of influencers who are not out there putting themselves in drama, doing all types of toxic shit, and still make a good amount of money. And as we see, she do not want to be saved. It's so many people who have reached out to that girl, wants to see better for her. She has to want to see better for herself. But what I really truly want for her to do is get off the internet, because you got all these young girls that look up to you for what I don't know. I don't understand why a lot of these kids even know who she truly is, but she's not a perfect role model, and neither is she for Junior. And I don't care what nobody say, because this is how I feel.
Period.
You love your child, right? Sometimes it takes a little bit for a lot of females to connect to their child. I particularly, when my son was first born, I didn't have much of a connection because I was not used to it at that moment. It didn't hit me until a couple days in, while we were in the hospital, and I was just like, well, how could I not, have any feelings, but it automatically grew, because trust and believe, when I left that hospital, he was by my side every step of the way. But there's other mothers out here, obviously entrepreneurs, who got to do things. But Chrisean, let me tell you something. You are going out into public places, getting yourself into things that you 99.9% of the time caused on yourself, right? And her being on ZEUS for so long made her feel like she was untouchable. I mean, like, y'all noticed that she didn't even show up to the reunion at all, right? Like, she never showed up to the reunion, on ZEUS. And I feel like, you know, she knows, she picks and chooses who she wants to hit. She finds the perfect moment to do it, especially if there's cameras around. If there's no cameras around, she not really moving nothing because somebody is always in the way of her fighting. Somebody's going to come in, somebody's going to grab her. So I feel like she know not to play with her sister Tesehki. So,
and
it's like she picks and chooses. And one of these things I do want to talk about is the fact that, as y'all can see all over, there was articles basically stating that, you know, Mr. James Wright, he is not playing with her. He actually did file a lawsuit. She does have an active warrant out, and y'all know she hasn't been on the internet like that, but she did come up on the internet and she did tweet a lot of things. And this right here already let me know, like, you know, you are not mature at all, and you're not ready, and you're not putting your son first. And the reason why I say she not putting her son first is because, for one, you already had your son when you assaulted that man. So you don't think before you act. And the first person that's supposed to be on your mind is that baby of yours. Can't nobody tell me, oh, she young, she 23. Y'all gonna stop making excuses for these girls, okay? These young adults, because remember, she is young, but she's also an adult. And I know people who were younger than her, including me, who did not play no games about my child. I know I cannot put my hands on anybody. I don't care who you are. She just don't got money like that to where she could just punch you in your face and continue to get over with. A lot of people will sit here and let that go, but a lot of people are not. And now at this point, like I said, months back, when a lot of you rock stars was in the comment section talking about some, oh, you just a hater, da 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 da. I'm not hating on nothing, okay?
I know that's right.
I love my life. As y'all can see, I was not talking about her. Actually, I haven't been posting at all, and I'm still able to live my life. So with that being said, y'all got to learn and normalize people just telling it like it is, because we are in a generation of the fake. Nobody can express their feelings no more. There is no freedom of speech. The moment you say something somebody don't like, it is easy for people to report your page. Now you're gone, you're off the platform. People are so mad. I don't get it no more. It's just totally different. But I feel like she's not humble at all, and I really was just so disappointed seeing these tweets from this girl. So we're gonna get straight into it, and I'm gonna put it on the screen as I, you know, search, because y'all, I'm telling you, she just be so disappointing to me. And I know you know, when somebody do the same thing over and over and over and over again, obviously we can't be super disappointed, but it's just annoying, because it's like, girl, what about your son? You calling this man big back, and you wasting money on, y'all, hold on. New big projects coming. This big bad ninja think he finna get a cent out of me. B, you know you just wasted your money on that lawyer, right? Yeah, I took a break from the socials because I'm putting my energy into my next projects for real, and all that. Negativity-ish be not even my bob right now.
Girl, bye.
My next move gonna be my best move. Good, girl, I'm glad you on Twitter figuring out different things and, you know, words to say, but girl, be yourself. Stop it, okay?
Call your mama, period.
And it's called bop, not even my bop right now. That's how the people from South Central talk, okay? You ain't nothing but negativity. But, you know, for you to say this big back B ninja think he finna get a cent out of me, you don't even realize that you told on yourself from the jump. You told on yourself from when he got assaulted. You deactivated all social media. You were so scared. You let DJ Sky put a battery in your back to go live on her page. She got, of course, got all that clout because all of a something they like, oh, y'all back. You know, you got the dumbest fans. Like, rock tards are so dumb. You know, you got some real supporters, but then you got the ones that's just super delusional. And you went on live with you know, DJ Sky talking about he a liar. I ain't never do nothing. Nothing happened. If it's something happened, post it. When they finally posted it, because people were definitely coming at Tamar Braxton like, okay, when she finally posted that he got hit and his tooth was chipped, you didn't have nothing to say after that. But now everything is coming out. The first thing you gonna say is you big back ninja think he gonna get a cent out of you? Rather than you being a grown woman and an adult, someone who don't like negativity, you responded in a negativity way. Rather than being an adult, thinking of, in a new mom, thinking about your son. You want to be there when he turned 1, right? The first thing you did wrong was even coming to Twitter to tweet, because you just mad. Okay? How you going to sit here and insult the guy that you assaulted, and now he's suing you, and you think by coming to him, she's not humble at all. I've never seen a person. Yo, I'm telling you, TV could really change a person. And talking to people who really know this girl, the way they describe that girl, we don't see that girl. This is the girl that is thirsty for clout. This is a girl that comes on the line talking about God and Jesus, but doesn't really practice, doesn't even take the time to really get to know him. Put your phone down, actually really get to know him, because she definitely needs his help. Because if she thinks she could go around talking to people that you assaulted, that is in an active lawsuit, you got an active warrant, the first thing you were supposed to say is, I apologize.
There's no way out of this one. You're done.
I know that there's a lot of things that I need to change, so I apologize. That is what you should have said. That is what she should have said. So for her to sit here and say that right there just automatically confirms that you truly are not humble. And hopefully, and maybe this might be the situation and the incident that will put you on your ass and make you change, because clearly you having your son was for clout, in my opinion. And it didn't work out the way that you wanted to work out. And it sucks, because a lot of people are cruel and they talk about the baby. I think he's a handsome little boy. People talk of diagnosing the baby, doing all of that. Like, one thing I don't play about is children, and I won't make that a topic. However, karma is a B, and most things that happen in your life is because you put it out in the universe, and it just is what it is. So when she said, watch this, all his ish on the way to me, I don't give a F about none of the fake flex ish. I would have posted before having to give it up too. So she talking about Jada and Alexis wearing the rings, but it seemed like she may not have gotten his jewelry, because where is it? She would have been posted it. I mean, you did this tweet. Where is it, right? She said, oh, I got great news from my team and friends. Everyone been sending ChriseanRock Jr. gifts. Can't wait to get back from vacation to open the baby gifts. Thanks for gifts, guys. Now, I don't think she went on vacation with her son. That's just my opinion. If she did, it is what it is. But it's just so funny how it was so convenient for you to make sure that you can be on the run. Do your little vacation before you get locked up. Like, rather than be standing on business. And standing on business does not always consist of you having, beating people up and all these different, fighting everybody. Standing on business is being a grown person, a grown woman, handle things the grown way. Take accountability for the part that you played in what you did. Handle your business so you could be there for your son. And that goes for any woman out here, anybody who watching me, anybody who, if this video goes around and anybody see it, you got to focus on you. You can't keep on making decisions based off of your old mentality that you should have threw out a long time ago.
Call your mama, period.
Period. You can't keep on making excuses for grown people not taking accountability and changing their toxic ways. Because now he's not here to be on the internet every day. She's not being talked about as much. Her sister's getting more spotlight now because she actually means business. Let's really talk about it. because she tore ETA up.
God have mercy upon us.
Okay? She tore ETA up, and ET was going around talking about Tesehki. She definitely ate, okay?
Insane.
So I feel like Chrisean got a lot to work on as usual. She got a lot to work on, and that's all I really got to say. There's nothing really to talk about. We don't care about the other girls that's coming out and competing. This girl with blue nails and blue toes, showing that she's still with Blueface, one of his first girlfriends allegedly. Then we got this girl, Jaden Alexis, wearing his Blueface rings. Like, then we got this girl getting her butt done. Her butt, you know, tattooed, and girl, you look stupid, okay? Bonnie Lachey makes my ass itch. She makes my skin crawl. I do not like a girl who goes so hard, okay, to be a 2.0. ChriseanRock 2.0, girl, she already took the cake. We don't want another one, baby.
Loser! That's what it is. It gets loser. I pray for y'all every day that sometime, somewhere, when, who, what, when, where, why, 5 W's, that y'all will turn into a real bitch.
We out here trying to save our queens. We ain't out here trying to create those monsters that you guys are trying to portray. When y'all know it ain't even really that serious, because it ain't enough amount of in the world to make me do some crazy shit like y'all. And we not about to sit here and make the young girls think that that's cute neither, because it's really not. And it really just irritates me because y'all be going so hard for likes and views. For likes and views. And it's not cute. So, yeah, to those who, you know, was on my live the other day and on Instagram, make sure you guys follow my Instagram at CCBadBBW2Ws. And you know, and I see my DMs and they're like, yo, can you talk about the Bonnie Lachey? No, Bonnie Lachey want to be talked about. That's what she want. I seen her Instagram the other day. She's reposting everybody on YouTube that's talking about her. She's now being in a neighborhood talk on site, you know, all these different things. And it's like, girl, please. Like, you could find another way to become viral. You are just another girl that let Blueface hit when he wanted to hit, okay? Simple. You're never going to be his girlfriend. If that's the case, you would have been in ChriseanRock position. That is the only girl side. You got to remember, she was a side chick, okay? Side to his main girl to the public besides Jaden Alexis. You are nobody, okay? So it's just like disgusting. It's like, girl, it's not a flex. It's not a vibe. I don't know why you going so hard. Chrisean is in his house and Jaden Alexis is in the other one. Bull. Just pack it up. Y'all got to stop this, because what is that really telling? Right? So we're not going to give that bitch more clout, because she's another idiot added on to the circus. Nobody want to talk about her. I just wanted to get that out because I know a lot of you wanted to hear what I got to say about that. And I think she's a clown and she just needs to sit her ass down. Okay? But I don't want to ramble too much about that. I just want to really get straight into roly poly back in the click today, you guys. And I just feel like, okay, first of all, the news is, as you guys can see by the title, ROLLIE will no longer be on Baddies. Now, she allegedly says that she will not be on Baddies Caribbean because she got her body did. Okay, so before we play that clip, y'all already know I make my reservations, and y'all know we're gonna most definitely talk about it.
This itty bitty titty committee, they little as shit.
Oh yeah, how you
so I done got
doing with your post-op?
I'm doing great with my post-op, but I had a lot of damaged muscles in my stomach from getting that lipo with the deaf people, and they had to repair my muscles so that way I can have some feeling in my stomach. So that's another reason why it's taken a longer period, a longer time for me to heal. Shout out to Dr. Masri. He did his mother thing. I tell you, I ain't nothing but hips and ass. But yes, I have to sit this one out because I am not about to rip open my mother insides for no body. I don't give a what it is. I don't care how much money it is. This is my life and I want to stay alive. So I need to heal for at least 3 more months. I have to sit down for at least 3 more months before I can even see the closed up results, which is inside and outside my stomach. My breasts haven't dropped yet. So they're dropping. They round it's little, but they dropping right now. So I got another month or two for those to even drop. So I can't do.
That's right. So is it safe to say that you're not gonna be on base, correct then?
I'm not anymore. Not anymore. I was ready to piss them off. I was ready to piss them off. But no, not anymore. I'm not. I can't. Because I got to make sure that my body heals.
You a lie.
I see what you did there. I know.
You know what, Rollie? Use the motherfucking lie. You know what? You know what's crazy? The crazy part about it is she had just got her surgery from the first set of surgery from plastic surgery and went on to that show and was showing her ass and was fighting everybody and doing all of that. And so it's like, girl, shut up. You're a liar. You got voted off. Okay. Let's not forget about that petition that everybody signed to get her off the show. I think it's time for Rollie to go. I'm not going to lie to you. I liked Rollie in the beginning. I felt like Rollie was it, you know. I was like, okay, my Rollie, she got, you know, confidence and everything. And I'm just like, you know, I love that for her. But when she became a bully and a hater and talking about this girl thinks she's pretty and all effable and talking, you know, just being a straight hater, I didn't like that for her because that's a bad look on the BBWs. Because one thing about it, when you a real true BBW, you coming in, you claiming your stuff and you owning it. You don't got to talk down on the next female, you know, that has a nicer body, nicer frame and, you know, cut nice and talk about, you know, her and talk about how she thinks she this, she thinks she that. That right there is giving hater vibes. And we as big girls are, a lot of us are beautiful, we're confident, and we don't got to put down the next B, you know, as an insult and talk about her body and body shame her, and your thing is not together. Now she's saying allegedly that she is snatched together. So as you guys can see in this picture right here, she's super snatched. But I think that ZEUS was just done. You know what I'm saying? She allegedly still has a show that, like I told y'all, we never seen it. Now I feel like if ZEUS is really gonna put out a show, y'all, they're gonna put it out. You feel me? They be rushing with the Baddies auditions for people to see it because Baddies is their only living show. Is their only lifeline on ZEUS Network. Nobody else is what Jocelyn's show was discontinued. Chance and all of that, they discontinued. He feel depreciated. Bobby Light's show, his is not there. So, you know, the Bad Boys did terrible. It did not do numbers like Baddies. So Baddies literally is the only lifeline of ZEUS, and they're one of the major reasons why ZEUS even have a headquarter. Let's keep it real. So I truly just feel like Baddies is running out. They're doing Baddies Caribbean. And girl, you didn't have a problem coming on to Baddies East with your body newly done, and it's no difference, okay? I truly feel like she just don't want to admit it. Everybody else is not going to admit it, but I do feel like this girl, like, people didn't want to see her. Plus, you too old. Like, you up in age now, girl. Like, what is really good? Like, not to be honest, but you got a son. Let's not like that, but you're like, up in age. You've been on like 85,000, 65 trillion, you know, videos and shows on ZEUS, and they never felt the need to give you your own show.
Call your mama, period. Got me over here tight, excuse me, what?
And let alone show a trailer. I've seen them get a trailer in within 24 hours of Lemuel, Lemon Pepper, coming out saying, oh, y'all want to see the trailer? Come on. They know whatever they feel like it's important and that people want to see, they going to put that shit out quick just to get the people to subscribe, be thirsty to see they show, see Baddies. So yeah, I think that that's a great idea. She need to sit her ass down. Let's see what she could do other than, you know, being fake. I really feel like she's fake. I feel like she's phony because she be cool with one person. If this happens with everybody, now the other, like I said, even on that same live, she started talking about Natalie and just basically stating that, you know, Natalie is her friend. They've been through things. You also aired out Natalie as well. And, you know, I just feel like they're allegedly blackballing E.T. from even coming back. And that's why E.T. felt the need to allegedly, you know, leak everybody's numbers and addresses, which to me, I think is petty. I think is stupid. And I think it's like, girl, you gave Lapdog and you're mad that you didn't produce anything else on the screen. other than just showing that you were not changed. Okay, even with the Academy on Now That's TV, like I really was, ET was low key. I thought she was going to change. I'm not gonna lie. I seen Now That's TV. One thing about Now That's TV, Now That's TV is, oh child, they raw. I mean, you think ZEUS is crazy when it comes to letting them girls fight. ZEUS let the security come in 2.5 seconds. They at least give them girls 5 to 15 seconds to really get it in before they put them security guards in. Okay, so I just feel like, yeah, E.T. was a lapdog. She didn't do a good job on baddies, and now she's upset allegedly with Natalie because Natalie didn't want. She didn't invite her to the East Coast to one of the Super Bowl games, and I just feel like, girl, you can't sit with the girls, okay? And one thing about it is Natalie is going to be around the girls who makes her show, right? You're gonna hang around the girlies that is bringing money to the show, and I don't think they felt like, you know, she's bringing money to the show. I haven't really even seen ROLLIE with them. Let's be for real. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like E.T. never been that girl. I just think they was only doing that in the hopes that she would have a storyline to beef with Tesehki. And I feel like Tesehki didn't give that. She gave herself. She gave the fun, cool personality. But if you touch me, we getting it. Like, she didn't even come in there on no bully like her sister. You know, and now that her sister wasn't there to fight you, you just end up being a lapdog. And anytime, you know, ROLLIE jump, you want to start stuff, you want to fight, and you felt like that was going to get you to the next season. And it looks like she may not even be on the next season. Because
you're not there yet. But someday, some way, maybe.
This is why I be telling girls all the time, and I even be, you know, seeing shit. I'm just like, yo, be yourself. You don't gotta be nobody else but you. If nobody is gonna love you for you, or just look at you and say you got the it factor, it is what it is. Why is it every time somebody want to call somebody a baddie, they gotta beat their now? It's one thing when somebody put their hands on you just cause, but come on. She did go on there to talk about E.T. because allegedly E.T. was out here airing everybody's laundry out. I mean, and when I say laundry, not real laundry, but she was airing everybody, leaking everybody number, addresses, and things like that. And Anna Mac was upset, and Scotty was upset, so they had a few things to say. But I truly just feel like she did come out and say that she was there with E.T., even though E.T. said on the Liddy show and, you know, other interviews that wasn't helping like that, or whatever, you know, ROLLIE wasn't helping. And nobody asked her to be ROLLIE's lapdog, according to quote unquote ROLLIE. Okay, you do not have to beat people up. You do not have to be, you know, the loudest one, the rowdy one in the room to really be a bad bee. And I think that these shows really does not show a great example of what a bad bee really is. Okay, you don't have to fight other girls just because a girl say, hey, I don't like you, I don't like what you're doing, I don't like what you're wearing, I don't like who you are, I don't like that you came in here and did say, like, it's not that serious. Because a bad is not going to care if a bitch didn't say nothing to them in the room. A bad bee is not going to care what the next bee got. She just know who she is, and she's secure in who she is. You don't always have to put your hands on people. And so I think that route of her being that boxer and all of that boxer title went out the window when Tesehki ate that ass up. Okay,
call your mama. Period.
Next to the click, we got Chinese Kitty and Cleopatra back in the click today, you guys. Now listen, y'all, it's just a lot with these two. I did hear about the situation, and I feel like, not for nothing, let's really get into it. Okay, now last time we talked about Chinese Kitty, she did this little stunt and just, you know, somebody took a picture of her and little baby, and then he said he don't know her or whatever the case may be. Y'all remember that. And then Cleopatra, we talked about when she had, you know, her opinions and her reservations on the Ice Spice beef or whatever the case may be is with Lotto and the Nicki situation. Now, first of all, this situation is about the impact on BET. So if you guys do not watch that, I suggest and encourage you guys to definitely watch it and see if you like it. You know, it's not much interesting things to watch on TV lately, but I will say I watched that, and so far, okay. You know, now I'm a little irritated because now people are stating that Chinese Kitty is a colorist, and she had some colorist things to say about Cleopatra when these two were arguing. Now, I'm clearly not going to play anything that's going to copyright this video or strike it down or whatever, but we're going to really dissect some things. So sit back, relax, make sure y'all got y'all teas, make sure y'all got y'all coffees, whatever, and hear me out because your girl is back and she want to talk. Anyways, so allegedly, people are stating that Chinese Kitty called, Cleopatra a black, and then they just kept going. And you know, Cleopatra went on Twitter to call her a colorist and all types of things. We're going to get into those tweets in a bit, but I do want to just basically give you the rundown. Now, so Cleopatra and Chinese Kitty were not beefing. However, Chinese Kitty is friends with a current stylist that allegedly, guys, is basically stole Cleopatra's money and did not pay Cleopatra back. So now these two are low-key beefing, which Cleopatra didn't really understand, because it was just like, what does my beef got to do with your stylist or your friend? Because the stylist is Chinese Kitty's friend, okay? They're really close friends. However, I feel like Chinese Kitty inserted herself into the beef between the stylist and Cleopatra. And the reason why I feel like this is because she constantly, all right, here's one. She invited Cleopatra back to an event or whatever the case may be is, and then also invited the stylist after Cleopatra told you about the little beef and how he never paid her money back, and you know, just bad for business. Cleopatra you know, already told her that, and then you invite both of them there knowing that she has beef with this guy. So I felt like that was kind of messy and petty, but it's reality TV. This is what people are going to do on reality television. Like, people are going to give the girls something to watch. It has to be a little cattiness because they know that that's not going to get as much ratings as if, you know, they were being totally positive. We would never know until we get one. But until then, reality television is always about drama, in my opinion, which I do not like. I do not like that for our New York girls. I do not like that for our black queens, mixed queens, whatever. All of our women, we just need to learn how to empower each other rather than breaking each other down or being in competition, okay? So long story short, that was that issue. Cleopatra explained to Dream Doll and explained to Slay by Ella. If you guys do not know who she is a Boogie baby mother. Anyways, long story short, they were at this event and they were talking about it. But when they all came back around each other, Chinese Kitty was on 10. You could tell that she wanted an issue with Cleopatra. Meanwhile, Cleopatra already said to her, I don't have an issue with you. Right? So I felt like Chinese Kitty was picking to fight Cleopatra. However, I will say offhand, I don't think Chinese Kitty said anything that was racist or colorist, okay? I think someone put some words to that video, that, you know, the clip of the actual show, and I do think that she did not know what to say, okay? Because she was like, yeah, look at you looking like a yeah, that's what I heard. I didn't hear her say looking like a black. No, I didn't hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? What I did not like about the situation is how Cleopatra was sitting down and Chinese Kitty stood up first. My thing is, if you from where I'm from Brooklyn, I'm from New York, and I feel like if a female, if we talking, right, we are two adults, we're somewhere that we're supposed to be classy, you know, and you get up in the midst of us talking, that is fighting words to me. There's no fight. There's no more talking after that, because now I feel threatened because I shouldn't be sitting down while you're getting up. You understand what I'm saying? So let me know in the comments below. Long story short, I just want to say I felt like Chinese Kitty definitely threw a rock and tried to hide her hands. I do feel like the security guard started getting up once Cleopatra got up. Nobody moved that girl out of her face. So it took Cleopatra to get up for all the security guards to do that. Now, I do know as a dark-skinned girl, well, I've never experienced because I'm not dark-skinned, but I do have a dark-skinned sisters. I do have two two dark-skinned sisters, and I have plenty of dark-skinned people and friends that I've encountered in my life. And a lot of times in the industry, you won't get as much opportunities as the light bright girls. Hence the fact that Cleo Trapper and Ice Spice, you know, they're not best of friends. She's already said she's not best of friends with her. So when Chinese Kitty tried to use that as an insult, I'm pretty sure it hit Cleo Trapper in a way where it was like, that's f***ed up. Like, why would you say that? I think she is drowning in Ice Spice light right now, because obviously the fans, the kids, the adults, the weirdos, a lot of times when they see somebody with someone a lot, they always automatically label them as best friends, or either they're dating if they're from the opposite sex. So that's just how the industry works. So they labeled her as Ice Spice bestie, right? And you know, so people say it just, I've said it before, right? But she did clarify that they're not best friends. However, it does piss her off because it's like she's been here before Ice Spice. So I'm not understanding, why is it an issue? What's really going on? Why does people always have to bring her up? Because to be honest with you, Cleo Trapper has been here before Ice Spice. It's just once you are around the most lit person, that's when things change. You understand what I'm saying? Like, people will start saying, oh, I know you because of, you know, I could imagine you're drowning in someone else's spotlight when you want your own. So I get that that's where things was like, okay, you throwing insults. So I think that was messed up. I didn't like how fast the security guards got up when Cleo Trapper and didn't want to push her out, telling her to get out. And then she was the one who was up and more aggressive. But y'all let me know in the comments below what y'all feel about that. I do feel like the colorist thing may be taken a little too far. I'm not going to play the clip of Chinese Kitty crying because I don't know how genuine that is. But I also can understand that she does have a brand. And when you label somebody that's something negative, she can lose a lot of endorsement deals. She is a, you know, Instagram influencer. She's an Instagram model. I see her, you know, she be in lingerie. She be in people clothes and stuff, and sometimes people don't want you representing their business, especially black owned companies, if you are a colorist and you're racist and saying certain things. So she has a lot on the line right now. So before we start labeling people, let's have some concrete proof, you know, that a person is who they really are. Let's keep it real. Gloves off. There is no rules to insulting someone when you're in an argument, when you're in a fight, or bets is off. And a lot of you females in the comment section, I'm talking about my black and brown people, okay? I feel like we are the most ignorant people most times. We call each other black burnt bees. I've seen it, okay? Even in my family, all right? So at this point, we do it to each other. And the main ones who be quick to call somebody colorist be the number one person that is literally a colorist who be calling it another. Okay, now let me give you a little example real quick. Okay, I was at the laundromat years ago when I lived in New York, and it was two dark-skinned women the color of my shirt. Okay, literally the color of my shirt. They were arguing, calling each other black burnt bees, and just disrespectful and degrading each other. On top of that, my son was with me, and so I remember saying, like, hold on, what's going on between y'all? Like, yo, my son is right here. I'm not understanding. And first of all, you both are black. So why you calling each other black and burnt? Both of y'all are dark skinned. So why y'all disrespecting each other? Obviously, thank God for the sake of them, it went well. Because most times when you in New York, you mind somebody else's business, you getting into it with them too. So they both look stupid and they felt stupid. And I was just like, that's disrespectful. My son is right here and you both are black. So most times black girls talk more about black girls than other races. Okay?
Call your mama. Period.
Let's just keep it real. So my thing is, when you are angry, people have said it. Black girls say it to each other all the time. We are our own worst enemies most times in plenty of cases. Okay, so let me know in the comments below. Do y'all agree with that? If you don't, I'm sorry. You know, we all have different minds. I was raised out of, you know, from somebody else. I came out of somebody else's cheddar. So I'm not here to really impress anybody. I'm just here to make my reservations. And that's that on that. Okay. But that's all I really got to say about that. I just think that, you know, Cleo Trapper may be taking it too far when it comes to saying she's a colorist. You have to watch what you say. Nowadays, it is no freedom of speech. You cannot say what you want to say. That's the thing. Like, you can't do what you want to do no more. You can't really say nothing. Like, the moment you say anything on Instagram, oh, I don't like you, I don't like what you said, let me report your page. Oh, your page is gone. So thousands of dollars that you was getting every month because of that platform is all going by a hater, or going by somebody who just didn't agree with what you said. So yeah, you have to be careful what you say. But I also feel like don't throw rocks and hide your hand, because when you throw rocks, you started an argument. But y'all would have never, no colorism, no, none of that stuff would have ever happened if Chinese Kitty would have mind her business. Rightfully so.
Mind your business. Mind your business.
I don't care how close you are with the stylist, if that's your friend, if he loves your kids or your kids love him. We don't care, okay? We're talking about the fact that this man owes Cleo Trapper money. So rightfully so, why would you invite somebody that she needs her money from? She's going to need her back end on that. If he was supposed to do a job and she paid for him and he didn't refund her money, that's bad for business.
Call your mama, period. Got me over here tight. Excuse me, what? Bye.
Period. And you shouldn't even be involved, because that's none of your business. So I don't think this Colorist situation would have happened if she wasn't trying to do her big one on TV, and that ended up making her look stupid. Okay. So that's all I got to say for that. And I do want to know if you guys really truly enjoyed this video. If y'all want to hear me talk more about certain things, let me know in the comments below. It's been a while. I'm a little rusty, crusty, but never musty.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Okay, so I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to talk about more things. So yeah, y'all, love y'all guys so much. If you guys are new, make sure you guys are smashing that like button. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at CCBadBBW2Ws, and definitely rock with your girl. We on the road to 100K. I am not going to stop. I don't care how many times your girl done took a break. That goes to show you that I'm still going. You know, in life, you can't do things, you know, if your stuff, if you're not together, you know, your mental is not together. It's not about financially. It's not about stability. It's not about none of that. It's all about your mental. If your mental is not there, you can't produce or provide a lot of, you know, energy into something else. If you don't have the energy in you, you have to pour in you. And so that's pretty much what I did. And that's pretty much what I'm going to continue to do. And I encourage my ladies to pour into you. My fellas, pour into you. Like, y'all know how I do at the end of my tea videos. I always give my advice and always talk my ish. Okay, I'm telling you, it's very important for you to take time to yourself and don't allow nothing in the outside world to get in your peace. You have to have some type of level of peace inside of you, because the devil is attacking at an all-time high. And guess what? You know, a lot of times God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. Do not ever forget that. Simple. So I don't know if you need to hear this. Keep going, keep pushing, keep going, because we only got one life to live. We do not have time. We don't know when time is going to end. I don't know what you believe. I'm not trying to get you into believing anything. I just want to tell you to believe in yourself and gain a closer relationship with Jehovah. It's important. It's definitely important. You know, when you're doing this line of work, it's different. You can't just come out and say anything. I'm trying to change my life, but I'm also trying to gain a closer relationship with Jehovah. But at the same time, I know that this is a job that I truly love. But at the same time, I lost and lacked passion in it. You know, once you have to be kind of like walking on eggshells, tippy-toeing on things that you got to say or whatever. But I'm at a point where I'm like, yo, F it. Like, I've been good. You know, I'm eating, living life. Y'all don't even know I moved. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you got to pour into you. It's important for you to get your mental right. When your mental ain't there, baby, you ain't got nothing for nobody or anything. You have to pour into you and give yourself some peace, some grace. You know, you got, if that means cutting off family members, friends, a lot of people who don't pour into you or help push you to pour into yourself, it's time for you to start letting people go. Don't let it be another year in 2024 and you let this year go by doing the same you've been doing. You got to change everything. You got to change the narrative. You are the author of your story. Can't nobody else write that story but you. You understand? You the author and the illustrator. Can't nobody tell you nothing. Life is about choices. And when you make the right choice, you're going to be happy with it. If you make the wrong choice, you are not going to be happy with it. But you better believe that if you woke up to breathe another day, you have another day to fight in you to change what you did wrong to put you in the funk that you in. And that's what I had to learn for myself. You feel me? That's why I always say self-love is the best love. A lot of people, you know, preach self-love, but really don't love themselves. There's so many people out here right now that preach self-love, but relationship ain't ish and is a piece of crap, and they still living the same thing they preaching to people. They still living with the same dude they telling you to leave and stop playing around. So don't listen to everybody. If this message is for you, receive it. If it's not, hey, keep it moving and just be glad that you alive. But I'm just here to talk to my kings and queens and let y'all know that you are the prize. Don't never, ever, ever forget that. Ever forget that. You gotta love yourself and you gotta put yourself first so you can succeed. As I always say, if nobody told you that they love you today, just know that I love you. And I'll see you guys in the next Click News.